So, Aya, first of all, thank you so much for taking time out of your very busy schedule to talk with me today. I'm very excited to do an employee spotlight for Women's History Month this month. So, I just had a couple of questions in relation to your work at SSAI. My first question I wanted to ask you was, what drew you to SSAI, and how does the company's mission resonate with you personally?
Yes, thank you for having me. I really appreciated the transparent and friendly atmosphere that SAI had. I felt welcomed from the very first interview, which was with Andre Smith, and felt that this was a place I could truly grow and develop in my career. As for the mission, I had the pleasure to transform ideas into knowledge every day in my role. That's what I get to do. So it's whether it's developing new programs for sharing science or creating new collaborations to make data more accessible, I get to live the mission every day. So that very much resonates with me.
That's fantastic. Well, I could not agree with you more in relation to the support that SSAI
Yeah.
offers, because I know when I was promoted to full-time about a month and a half ago, I was super excited, but there's a true family feel at SSAI. So we're not only making global impact work on a global scale, but there's a lot of support, which definitely makes a difference. So
Absolutely.
so I really appreciate you sharing about that. My next question I wanted to ask you was, what factors have contributed to your decision to stay at SSAI, and how does the company support your professional growth and development?
Yeah, absolutely. So prior to joining SAI, I struggled to find a company or an organization where I felt truly valued and supported. This led me to never feeling settled and always wondering, what if? Should I go somewhere else? Should I do something else? So since joining, I found a work environment where I fit and I have a really steady groove. I feel like I can be the professional that I want to be and I grow in the directions that are also right for me, which is super important to having a healthy work environment. My manager, Lisa Scafardi, does a great job of being available and attentive to my questions and supportive of my inquiry about how I want to grow at SAI. So it's a team effort, like we just talked about, and everybody kind of comes together to support you.
Yeah. Oh, that's totally fantastic. Yeah, and I was going to say I had a similar story myself. I was a public school teacher when I first started out, where I taught middle school STEM, and I taught during the COVID-19 pandemic, which was quite an interesting and challenging experience and time for everybody. So, but when I chose to find something else that I was interested in pursuing, I was a little lost myself, but then I found SSAI, and my manager too has been super supportive. So it's absolutely wonderful to be a part of this company. So thank you so much for sharing that information. And then also, too, my final question I wanted to ask you was, can you share a specific project or initiative at SSAI that you are particularly proud of, and how it has contributed to your sense of fulfillment and impact within the organization?
Yes, absolutely. I'm going to share a few. I'm always in awe of the education and outreach programs that SAI supports, from the Globe program to Earth to Sky to Landsat. The staff members that support these programs and their outreach and engagement efforts are some of the most positive and hardworking individuals I know. Being surrounded and supported by these folks and programs like this is very motivating for me, also in the science communication realm. We all work collaboratively, sharing resources and connections because ultimately we all have the same goal and mission in mind. And it's just a really positive, conducive environment to success. And I got to thank SAI for that. Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, I was going to say, I remember I first connected with someone from the Globe Goes to Camp program. It was Tina Hardy, Bollinger. So I remember first connecting with her, and I was amazed by the work that the Globe Goes to Camp program is doing. So, we are really making a global impact. So really appreciate you sharing that. And Aya, I just wanted to thank you again so much for taking time out of your very busy schedule to talk with me this afternoon. You are truly a rock star SSAI employee who is really making an impact and a difference globally. And everyone is going to love to see the work that you are contributing to. So thank you so much for all that you do at SSAI, and we look forward to seeing the continued great work that you and your team are going to do in the future.
Thank you so much, Jason. I really appreciate those kind words. I look forward to connecting with you again.